Hey guys, what's up? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a very nice photograph. Maybe you shot it and you didn't really like it, but you think you can fix it up. I'm going to show you how to create this versus this. This was the original photo after I photoshopped it. Original, photoshopped. Original, photoshopped. So it's very nice when it's all finished, and you'll be able to do it very easily. So here's the original photo, and you can see it's very dull colors. They weren't, obviously it was shot on a higher end camera. I just pulled this image off Google. I don't know who this girl is. I don't know anything else. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new layer, and it's Control J on the keyboard to get a new layer. Once you have your new layer, go to Filter, Sharpen, Unsharp Mask. Now, you do not need to use the same settings as me. Actually, I would rather you didn't, because they're going to vary for every single photo you shoot. This is just the best settings for this photo that I found. So, I'm going to click OK. You're probably not going to notice a change. That's fine. If you don't notice a change, don't worry about it. It's probably correct then for your settings. Now we're going to go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, Levels. Then click OK. Then you're going to see your layers kind of disappeared. They're fine. They're down here. If you're in CS5, they disappear. All I'm going to do is I'm going to click Auto. And that's just going to adjust my colors. If you don't know how to work with levels, I wouldn't mess with it too much. You can probably make it a little darker, but since I don't know how to work with levels much, leave them alone. Just click Auto and then go back to Layers. Double click to bring it back. Go to Layer, New Adjustment, and then on this one we're going to add Brightness and Contrast. Click OK, and all I'm going to do is adjust the contrast. Now you could use Legacy. I'm just going to leave that off for right now and bring up my contrast slightly. Go back to the original photo. Layer, New Adjustment Layer. And this time we're going to add Hue and Saturation. Click OK. And we're going to bring up our saturation in the photo. And you can see just by adjusting the saturation, you can see how nice and vivid the colors really got, especially in her hair. It got nice and bright. Okay, double click Layers to get back, and then we have one more. So you guessed it, Layer, New Adjustment, and this time we're going to go to Photo Filter. Click that, click OK. I'm just going to use a filter. You can use the color. I would just use a filter. Go to Warming Filter 85, it should be default, and change it to 25, Preserve Luminosity on. Go to Layer, and that should be good. Now, right here, this actually looks really good. Everything's nice and sharp in color. It's very vivid. It would be a very nice print. Okay? Not done yet, though. Go back to the original layer. Just click it. And then go ahead and push Control J. Not background. Do not copy your background. Your background isn't going to have all the effects. But take this layer copy and drag it to the top. You're going to see our colors are flattened again. Don't worry about that. They'll come back. We'll get the nice sharp colors in the end. But we're going to go to Filter, Blur, Lens Blur. I know the classic is Gaussian, but we're going to use a lens blur. And I'm going to change this to a radius of 13. I'm going to click OK. And there we have it. Now you can see it's blurred this slight bit. But now I want to bring out my sharp colors. Go to Layer, Layer Mask, Reveal All. And you're going to see that that top layer is going to become a layer mask. Now with your brush tool and your foreground color set to black, start painting over the photo. Now it's not going to paint like paint on a paintbrush. Like, it's not actually going to paint black. It's just going to use the colors around it, and it's going to bring out the bottom layer. It's actually going to remove the blur in the areas that I'm painting over. And it really makes a nice, clean. Let go of the mouse to see what areas you still have to paint. There we go. Last step is just to highlight all the layers, right click, merge layers, and it brings it down to one layer. And that's it. It's that easy to create a very nice high-res photo. And one last thing before you merge your layers. If you want to undo something you accidentally sharpened, switch your foreground color to white. Whoops. Cancel. Ah! There we go. And using the white, you can blur it. Now merge your layers, and then you should be good. Well, hope this was helpful. Have a great day, evening, or afternoon, or wherever it might be, wherever you are.